Have you ever set out on a journey to achieve something important, only to find yourself throwing obstacles in your own path? You may have blamed bad luck or external circumstances, but the truth often lies deeper. What if the real enemy was you all along? This behavior, known as self-sabotage, is a silent yet potent force that keeps millions of people from reaching their full potential. Self-sabotage operates stealthily, lurking beneath your conscious awareness and disguising itself as fear, procrastination, or perfectionism. In this video, we will uncover the psychology behind this destructive behavior, how to identify its sneaky tactics, and most importantly, how to break free. If you've ever wondered why you keep falling short of your goals despite your best intentions, then stick around, because this could be life-changing. And before we dive into the depths, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Join a community where we unravel the mysteries of human psychology and help you unlock your best self. Let's get started. Throughout this video, we'll be sharing insights and strategies from the fields of psychology, neuroscience, and personal development. We'll explore the latest research on self-sabotage and provide you with practical tips and techniques to overcome it. So, whether you're struggling with procrastination, self-doubt, or perfectionism, this video will provide you with the tools and inspiration you need to break free and achieve your goals. So, let's get started on this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Remember, the first step towards overcoming self-sabotage is to acknowledge its presence in your life. So, take a moment to reflect on your own behavior and patterns, and see how you can put an end to this silent, unproductive habits. Here are the list of the self-sabotaging habits that may be stifling your progress in life. Number 1. Inaction. Have you ever felt paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong decision, only to choose inaction? Indecisiveness may seem harmless, but it's often a form of self-sabotage. By delaying choices, you limit opportunities for growth and success, keeping yourself stuck in the same place. The fear of failure or judgment can overwhelm your rational mind, convincing you that standing still is safer than taking a risk. This cycle silently erodes your confidence, robbing you of the momentum needed to progress. Stick around to discover strategies to overcome this paralyzing habit. Step out of indecision and reclaim control over your future. Number 2. Excessive excuses. Do you ever find yourself making excuses instead of taking action? Whether it's claiming you don't have enough time, resources, or skills, excuses often serve as a mask for deeper insecurities. Self-sabotage thrives on these rationalizations, convincing you to delay or abandon your goals altogether. This behavior may feel justified, but over time, it solidifies into a pattern of avoidance that prevents growth. We'll explore the hidden reasons behind this tendency and teach you how to confront and dismantle the excuses holding you back. Stay tuned to discover your true potential beyond the comfort of excuses. Number 3. Self-doubt. Have you ever caught yourself doubting your abilities, even when others believe in you? Imposter syndrome, the fear of being exposed as a fraud, is a common form of self-sabotage that undermines confidence and achievement. It tells you that your successes are due to luck rather than talent or hard work. This persistent feeling of inadequacy creates a self-fulfilling cycle of anxiety and self-doubt. Stick with us to learn how to silence your inner critic, embrace your accomplishments, and break free from the imposter syndrome trap. Number 4. Perfectionism. Have you noticed a pattern of perfectionism holding you back? Striving for perfection might seem admirable, but it's often rooted in fear of failure or rejection. When perfection becomes the goal, progress halts, as you're unwilling to settle for anything less. Perfectionism leads to endless revisions, missed opportunities, and a fear of completing tasks. In this section, we'll unpack the destructive nature of perfectionism, how it disguises itself as ambition, and steps to embrace imperfection as a path to growth. Number 5. Procrastination. Do you often procrastinate tasks until the last minute, even when you know they're important? Procrastination is one of the most obvious forms of self-sabotage, yet it's also the most common. It's driven by fear of failure, fear of success, or simply a lack of belief in your abilities. By postponing action, you not only add stress but also compromise the quality of your outcomes. Join us as we explore the psychological roots of procrastination and practical techniques to overcome it, one task at a time. Number 6. Incomplete project syndrome. Have you ever abandoned a project midway because you felt it wasn't good enough? Quitting before completion is a classic self-sabotage tactic fueled by a fear of judgment or perceived inadequacy. This tendency not only wastes time, but also reinforces a negative cycle of starting without finishing. Learn how to push past this barrier and cultivate the resilience needed to see your endeavors through to the end. Number 7. People-pleasing attitude. Do you prioritize others' needs over your own to the point of neglecting your goals? People-pleasing, while often seen as kindness, can be a subtle form of self-sabotage. By constantly putting others first, you drain your energy and resources, leaving little for personal growth. Understanding the roots of people-pleasing will help you set healthy boundaries and balance generosity with self-empowerment. Let's discuss how to reclaim your time and prioritize your aspirations. Number 8. Local weather effect. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a toxic environment but felt powerless to leave? Whether it's a draining job, unhealthy relationship, or unsupportive friend group, staying in toxic situations is another way self-sabotage thrives. Fear of the unknown often keeps us tied to these environments, even when they hinder our well-being and potential. We'll delve into how to recognize toxicity, muster the courage to make changes, and cultivate spaces that foster growth. Number 9. Hyperplanning syndrome. Do you spend more time planning than doing? Overplanning can feel productive, but it's a form of self-sabotage when it prevents actual execution. Planning becomes a comfort zone, allowing you to avoid the risks of taking action. Learn how to balance preparation with execution and step out of analysis paralysis. With practical steps, you'll transition from constant planning to effective action. Number 10. Risk misuse. Are you afraid to take risks, even when opportunities seem promising? Avoiding risks is a natural instinct, but when taken to extremes, it becomes self-sabotage. Fear of uncertainty can lock you into a safe yet unfulfilling existence. Discover how to reframe risks as opportunities for growth and develop the courage to embrace the unknown. We'll equip you with strategies to manage fear and step boldly into new challenges. Number 11. Mediocre perception. Have you ever settled for less than you deserve, believing it's all you're capable of achieving? Accepting mediocrity is a subtle but powerful form of self-sabotage. It stems from low self-esteem and a lack of belief in your potential. Challenge these limiting beliefs, set higher standards, and pursue a life aligned with your worth. Don't settle for less. You're capable of so much more. Number 12. Comparison syndrome. Do you compare your progress to others and feel discouraged? Comparison is a thief of joy and a breeding ground for self-sabotage. It shifts your focus from personal growth to unrealistic standards. Learn how to break free from the comparison trap and channel your energy into meaningful, self-defined progress. It's time to compete only with yourself. Number 13. Are you avoiding feedback because you fear criticism? While feedback is essential for growth, avoiding it reinforces stagnation and self-doubt. This avoidance can stunt your learning and leave you stuck in harmful patterns. Explore the power of constructive criticism and how to receive it without internalizing negativity. Feedback isn't a threat, it's a tool for transformation. Number 14. Multitasking ideology. Do you keep saying yes to tasks and commitments, even when you're overwhelmed? Overcommitting is a sneaky form of self-sabotage that leaves you too drained to focus on your priorities. Master the art of saying no and setting boundaries that honor your time and energy. Less truly can be more. Number 15. Impatience factor. Have you ever given up on a goal because progress felt too slow? Impatience leads to frustration and is a key driver of self-sabotage. Achieving meaningful results takes time, but many give up right before a breakthrough. Learn how to cultivate patience and persistence, ensuring steady growth toward your dreams. Number 16. Stress imbalance. Do you rely on unhealthy habits to cope with stress? Whether it's binge eating, substance abuse, or excessive screen time, destructive coping mechanisms are a common form of self-sabotage. Learn healthier ways to manage stress and replace harmful habits with empowering alternatives. Your well-being deserves it. Number 17. Isolationism. Have you ever hesitated to ask for help, fearing it's a sign of weakness? Isolation is a form of self-sabotage that robs you of valuable support and perspective. Learn how to embrace vulnerability, seek help, and build a network that empowers your success. Collaboration is a strength, not a weakness. Number 18. Magnetic mind. Do you cling to the past, letting old failures define your present? Living in the past is a subtle, yet potent form of self-sabotage. It prevents you from fully embracing the opportunities of today. Discover how to let go of past mistakes, forgive yourself, and create a future unburdened by regret. The past doesn't define you unless you let it. Number 19. External reliance culture. Have you ever ignored your intuition, only to regret it later? Dismissing your inner voice often leads to decisions that don't align with your true self. This disconnection is another form of self-sabotage. Your inner wisdom is more powerful than you think. Remember, overcoming these patterns takes time, patience, and effort. Be kind to yourself, seek support when needed, and keep moving forward. Don't forget to tell us which of the habits explained so far is preventing you from reaching your goal. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more content on personal growth, self-improvement, and psychology.